Oh yeah, I know my friends, Valentine's Day is once again knocking at the door, and maybe you're heartbroken or eternally single, or maybe you're just fed up with all the chocolate, roses, and pink cocktails you're gonna see popping everywhere in the next couple of days. And if it's your case, I know this time of year can get pretty annoying. So because I didn't want you to feel left out, we're gonna flip the script today and we're gonna embrace the anti-Valentine's Day spirit. So if love is not on the menu for you this year, my friends, I got you, don't worry. So without further ado, let's go make 3 tasty anti-Valentine's Day cocktails. Let's go. Alright, so first on the list today, the BAF from the Det & Co. According to the book, during a bar tasting, someone tried it and said out loud, "Damn, that's bitter as fuck." The name stuck, and honestly, I think it's just the best name for an anti-Valentine's Day cocktail. The recipe calls for Macallan Fine Oak 10, but any good island single malt will do the trick. So in a mixing glass, 1 ounce goes in. Next, 1 ounce of Oloroso sherry, then half an ounce of Gran Classico bitter. This stuff is like a cross between Rabarbaro and Suze, and it's honestly super delicious. Finally, we're gonna add half an ounce of Aperol. Now we're gonna add ice and stir for about 20 to 30 seconds. And to check if it's ready, give it the classic bartender's cat wash test, or maybe not. Fill a double rocks glass with a beautiful clear ice chunk, strain till the last drop, and express the lemon zest over the top. Rub the oils on the glass for extra aroma and discard the zest. And there you have it, my friends, this is how you make the bitter as fuck. So if you don't have anyone to kiss this Valentine's Day, at least you can embrace something just as bitter as your heart. Cheers! Next up, the divorce papers, created by Leonardo Bernardes. Divorce papers might split people up, but this cocktail, it's nothing but harmony in a glass. So first, in a cocktail shaker, you're gonna add 1.5 ounces of your favorite dry gin, followed by half an ounce of Aperol, half an ounce of unsweetened passion fruit puree, half an ounce of 2:1 ratio honey syrup, and half an ounce of freshly squeezed lemon juice. Then you're gonna fill your shaker with ice, give it a good shake, a vigorous shake for 10 to 15 seconds, and lastly, fine strain in a beautiful cocktail coupe. For me, this one is fragrant enough, there's no need for extra fuss or garnishes. This cocktail is actually so good and smooth, the fact that it's called the Divorce Papers probably means its creator was very happy with his divorce. One thing's for sure, I'm really happy with the recipe. Already time for the last cocktail of the day, my friends, the Suffering Bastard, created in the 1940s by Joe Chalon in Egypt. For this one, in your shaker, you're gonna add 1 ounce of dry gin, 1 ounce of brandy, and for me today it'll be an Armagnac because the only bottle of cognac I have right now is this one, which I won in a cocktail competition, and I'm just not ready to open it yet. So for me, Armagnac it is, but cognac and brandy will also work, obviously. Then we're gonna add 3/4 ounce of freshly squeezed lime juice, 1/4 ounce of simple syrup, and a couple of dashes of Angostura bitters. Next, we add ice and shake for the usual 10 to 15 seconds. And while you're at it, make sure to subscribe to the channel if you're not already. Next, in a Collins glass filled up with ice, you're gonna add 3 ounces of your favorite ginger beer. I'm using my own today, but a good commercial one would be something like Fentanyl. Then you strain your cocktail over it. With a bar spoon, give it a quick stir to mix all the ingredients. Garnish with a generous mint bouquet, making sure to slap it like you mean it to awaken the aroma. Lastly, add a straw, and voila, the Suffering Bastard. This cocktail emerged during the rise of hair of the dog drinks like the Corpse Reviver series. But as we all know now, cocktails aren't really a hangover cure. The Suffering Bastard, though, can surely bring some joy to a broken heart, at least for a couple of minutes. So there you have it, my friends. This was my 3 anti-Valentine's Day cocktail. I hope you liked them. Give it a thumbs up if you did. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel before you go. To turn that bell if you want to make sure not to miss the next video. And until then, thank you very much again, and see you very soon.